In crowded classrooms, some children struggle to be seen, to be heard, to truly learn. But education shouldn't be one size fits all. With homeschooling, learning becomes personal again. The Oaks Private School, rooted in excellence, growing minds worldwide.
There I was, sitting at the intersection of "Are you kidding me?" and "This can't be real," otherwise known as Rivers Avenue and St. James in North Charleston. My motorcycle's rumbling beneath me, the sun's beating down, and I'm thinking, I'll be to the coffee shop in 10 minutes. Yeah, no. Because that's when it first appeared. I thought it was just a big truck. But then the earth started to tremble like a herd of elephants on caffeine. Around this corner comes what I would suppose was a colossal Amazon delivery. A truck so long it looked like it should have had its own zip code. The trailer was at least 40 feet long and 20 feet tall, carrying a giant wooden crate the size of a small house. It had the kind of presence that made everyone suddenly forget what they were doing. Even the guy in the minivan next to me stopped mid-bite with a chicken nugget halfway in his mouth. That's when I realized this wasn't a delivery, this was an event. 2 bucket trucks rolled up, lights flashing like a parade. Guys in hard hats started raising the stoplight wires with the buckets. Another crew was yelling into radios like they were landing a rocket. Meanwhile, I was sitting on my bike, straddling 500 pounds of metal that was radiating enough heat to fry breakfast on my boot. Perfect time to be in full gear. Jacket, gloves, helmet, and the brilliant idea to just take a short ride. My sweat was starting to sweat. The light turned green, then red, then green, a couple of times yellow. Didn't matter. Nobody was moving. Everybody just watched. It was like an impromptu neighborhood festival. Some folks had stepped out of their cars, phones out, filming this like it was a celebrity sighting. One guy was narrating it live on Facebook. "Y'all, we are out here in North Chuck, and Jeff Bezos just dropped off the Ark of the Covenant." I looked around. We'd all accepted our fate. The old guy in the pickup next to me shook his head like he'd seen this before. Even the traffic light had given up on its responsibility and flickered between red, yellow, and green, like it had lost the will to care. Finally, the convoy began creeping through the intersection. It was so big that one of the guys in the bucket truck had to lift the power lines over the top of the crate like he was tucking it into bed. The truck crawled along at maybe 2 miles an hour. Every few seconds someone yelled, "Hold it, hold it!" And I was thinking, buddy, that's what I've been doing for the last 10 minutes. But there was something kind of mesmerizing about it. This giant wooden crate crawling through a sea of power lines and patience, like some ancient relic being paraded through the streets. And we were all its loyal, sweaty subjects. Then, finally, it was gone. The bucket trucks lowered the wires, the lights flickered back to life, and the world exhaled. The crowd, if you can call it that, put their vehicles in gear and pulled away. I gave the bike a little rev like a salute. "Farewell, mysterious crate. May your contents arrive on time and under budget." As we finally pulled away, I thought about what just happened. In a world obsessed with 2-day shipping, sometimes you just have to sit there and appreciate the logistic battle of one enormous package making its way through North Charleston intersections. I also was wondering how large a porch must be for that delivery. Remember to thank your driver.